We begin tonight with Queering Up Pride. The biggest weekend of the entire year is upon us. Global Pride 2020 is this Saturday. This Saturday, we will see the launch of Global Pride 2020, a one-of-a-kind 24-hour-long virtual Pride celebration. Performers like Natasha Bedingfield, Deborah Cox, Adam Lambert, and the Village People. Celebrities like Laverne Cox, Joanna Lumley, and Courtney Act. Politicians like Vice President Joe Biden, Irish Prime Minister Leo Varadkar, and the Honorable Crown Princess Mary of Denmark. This is going to be an amazing event, and we have co-president of we have the co-chair of Global Pride, Natalie Thompson, here to tell us more. Good evening, Natalie, and welcome to Q News Tonight.
Hello, all.
What an exciting lead up and few days this is.
We are incredibly excited. It's been a whirlwind experience.
Yeah, now let's get the facts right out of the way. We are going to be watching Global Pride. You're going to explain to us on how we do that. It's going to launch, I understand, at 5 p.m. in New Zealand on Saturday, June 27th. And on the East Coast of the United States, it starts at 1 a.m. and it's going to be 26 hours of Global Pride all around the world.
Yes, it is.
And I was reading, just one more thought in terms of statistics, I was reading a staggering 100 to 300 million people are estimated to attend.
Yes, we are expecting a lot of people. There's a lot of interest online right now.
Yeah, that's amazing. Natalie, tell us about it. You're co-chairman of Global Pride. Tell us about the event and how it's going to work and what can we expect. And we're holding our whole month of June Pride is being held on and held together by Global Pride because of the weirdness of COVID-19. So tell us all the exciting things that are going to happen.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. It feels like everyone's come together for this moment to celebrate Pride together. And the whole idea is we are a global community. And we thought what better way than to do a virtual event during these crazy times for us all to come together and to celebrate all the intersectionalities of our community. And so you can go on our website, which is globalpride2020.org. You can go on YouTube to Todrick Hall page. You can go on Reverie. You can go on Facebook to stream the event. Also go on our website, and there's an entire list of all of the speakers, the Pride groups, and the celebrities who've contributed content to this event. It's going to be absolutely amazing, and we're just super excited that we have the opportunity to come together as these volunteers to make this happen. It's been a long road, but it's been a short road. This all happened because of the COVID-19 crisis and the idea that Pride was in jeopardy of not being able to be celebrated. We wanted to jump on this very quickly and give people a platform to share their pride and to be a part of this wonderful event.
Well, America and other places in the world, we remind you, you're listening to the co-chair of Global Pride, Natalie Thompson, on this Saturday for 26 hours all across the world. The entire LGBTQ community across the entire planet is going to unite. Natalie, I can't help but remark to you and getting your reaction. We celebrated the largest Pride event in the history of the world 1 year ago at Stonewall 50 in New York, which was a World Pride event. We could not have possibly had a good enough crystal ball to see what 1 year later was going to be. And now we're also going to have, in a completely different way, the largest digital gathering of the LGBT community in history. It's historic in terms of what the last 12 months have been for the LGBT community.
It absolutely is. The opportunities for us to celebrate together, to talk about our history, and that's the number one most important thing that I think we need to remember is our history and why we celebrate Pride. And, you know, everybody was getting ready for their normal run-of-the-mill Pride events, and then COVID-19 hit, and it really dismantled our community. And some Pride organizers are not able to, you know, fight off the the damaging effects of this virus. And so we really wanted to put this together to create an opportunity not only for celebration, but this is also a fundraiser, because we want to give back to these other communities so that they have a chance to continue on the great work that they do.
I'm curious, Natalie. It's exciting for sure. I'm curious, as co-chairman for Global Pride 2020 and this incredible size of this event, what are you most looking forward to seeing over the 26 hours?
I'm really looking forward to seeing all of the groups in those small towns or those small areas where you just maybe not think about what Pride looks like. And as you mentioned, World Pride last year was in New York City, and people think Pride, they think of these large grand events, but what's happening in Utah, what's happening in these smaller communities, what's happening around the world. So I'm really excited for people to see that content and to see how those in South Africa celebrate and the stories they want to tell, and individuals in Latvia, individuals in Thailand. We've got content from all over the world. It was very important to us that we did as much outreach as possible so that we could tell these stories. And, I know people are very excited about the celebrities and like the songs and all of that stuff, but I'm really looking forward to looking at what those prides were able to do in order to help celebrate global pride.
Natalie, I'm curious, does the significance of what you're doing in your group in organizing this event, does it resonate and land on you that in a very strange way, you're bringing a pride unlike Stonewall 50, which was the greatest event we've ever seen on this planet, that you're actually touching many, 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 many more people, especially, as you mentioned, in small communities, in small little towns that a young 17-year-old LGBTQ person would never have the opportunity to have an experience like this. So actually, the last 12 months has turned out into something that is really going to become magical Saturday in terms of how we expose ourselves across the world. How does that wash over you?
As we started, we, just thinking how we get the content together, how we do the outreach, and then let's have this event. And then the more and more we started doing this, the more and more we realized that this is one of the only times that the entire LGBTQ plus community has been able to come together. We might be distant, but we are all celebrating together. And it's for people in countries who are demonized for being who they are. It's for individuals in small towns or in families where, they may not have the support that they need, but they know that there is a world of people who are there and they support them, and that it is okay to be who you are, and that there is love for you in this world. And so it has definitely hit us. And I think the more we think about it, it's brought some of us to tears, that the capability of, or the possibility of touching so many more people is just spectacular.
America, I remind you, when Natalie, the co-chair of Global Pride, is saying we're going to touch so many more people, the estimates by the media are 100 to 300 million people. My goodness, that's not an exaggeration of millions of more people. Natalie, okay, so we've gotten the emotional charge of the LGBT community of greatness, but now let's get into the super fun stuff. The star that you're looking forward to seeing and participating with more than anyone else, pick one. Who is it going to be?
Laverne Cox. I love her.
Yeah, great. And what does it mean? What does it mean to Global Pride and to the LGBT community to have the Democratic presidential nominee participate in Global Pride?
This is one of those opportunities where, you get to say what side of the coin you're on. And, we just opened it up to individuals who wanted to show their support. So it means a great deal that he would take the time out to provide something to this event and show his support, because that's what we need in leadership. It doesn't matter, what your gender identity is, and it doesn't matter what your sexual identity is. What matters is that we create space for everyone to live their own truths, and to have a presidential nominee to take the time out to show that he cares and that he supports this movement is very big. We need leaders to set the tone so that we all can really progress forward. And when we have leadership in place that does that, it helps us all to be a better society.
You know, it dawns on me, Natalie, he is 2 terms of the greatest LGBT rights movement progression that we had ever had in America, and he was
Yes.
definitely involved in the leadership of that. Leadership in every organizational structure is important, and he represents that. President Obama represents that. But in that same vein, does it wash over you as co-chair of World Pride the impact that your leadership is having on the entire LGBT planet? Does it wash over you that, in a way, you're just like Joe Biden?
Wow. Uh, so, I talk to my partner about this all the time, and I'm like, how did I get here? How did this happen? And I don't think it's hit me yet. But I do see leadership as anybody has the ability to be a leader, and anybody has the ability to just, see an opportunity for change and then to step up. And so I don't know if it's like a level of being humble or it just really hasn't hit me yet, but I think it's incredible, and I'm so incredibly blessed and fortunate to be in the space that I'm in and to be able to lead this charge. Uh, but I don't think until it's over that I'm really going to process and let it sink in. But I do like the comparison.
Natalie, I assure you, sitting here at Q News tonight, and we've been talking a lot for weeks about Global Pride, we can see the excitement in your eyes and we can hear the nervousness in your voice. And both of those are very, very good things. We congratulate you. What an amazing opportunity this is. In some respects, I think next week we're going to say COVID-19 gave us opportunities that would have never presented themselves to the LGBTQ community. So I congratulate you in terms of what you're doing. Any final thoughts of what you want to say about Global Pride 2020?
Well, I thank you for having me on the show today, and I hope everyone tunes in. And don't forget that this is a fundraiser, and this is really to help out our global LGBTQ communities. And it's also an opportunity for us to understand the intersections of our community. And so as we talk about, race inequalities, and as we talk about accessibility, and we talk about trans rights, like this is an opportunity for us to really put our money into those resources so that we really truly have freedom and we really truly have the opportunity to live our truths. And this is a celebration, but it also has a message behind it.
Well, congratulations to Global Pride 2020, specifically to you as
Thank
chairman and co-chairman of Global Pride. We remind you, America, go to their website, Global Pride 2020. It's going to tell you everything you need to know, more information than we're capable of even doing in this extensive interview, all of the performances, the speakers, the timing. Remember, this is a complicated digital broadcast because literally the entire world, every time zone on this planet is incorporated in this, launching in New Zealand at 5 p.m. on Saturday, June 27th. It hits the east coast of the United States starting at 1 a.m. on Saturday, June 27th, and then we'll broadcast for 26 exciting hours. Natalie,
Yes.
prepare. I'm older, of course, I'm a boomer, and I remember the Jerry Lewis telethon, so I'm thinking about your experience. You're going to be really, really tired come Sunday
I
night, so
know.
prepare.
I know. Thank you.
It's going to be great. Natalie, we wish you all the luck, and we are all going to be tuning in. America, you cannot miss this. This is the top LGBT event of 2020, Global Pride. And we wish you all the luck. And thank you, Natalie, for being with us tonight here at Q News Tonight.
Thank you so much.